Hello there, my name is Aaron. As customary with most of my YouTube product review and PSA videos, I want to say welcome to my home. I am doing this video solely on the heels of a review video I did a little over a month ago for the Smowell DPV-65 unit that I purchased off Fast Tech over a month ago. I just want to let you know that these are my final thoughts. This is kind of a post-review upon a product review of actually having time to use a device and giving you my final analysis, the final grade. I just wanted to let anyone and everyone that might watch this video in regards to the Smowell DPV-65 unit know that my unit only lasted me a little over a month. Only a month of enjoyment, only a month of use, only a month of stability in handling everything and anything I could throw at it, being an Atlantis V2 sub-tank versus any of my RDAs, whatever it might be, it handled it. But I wanted to let you know for safety's sake, because I'm kind of into this PSA stuff, the public service announcements for not only vape cotton safety and coil safety, but now I'm going to do mod safety. I can't change your mind. If you're dead set on buying the unit, you're going to buy the unit. And I hope the heck you don't experience the same experiences that I did 2 nights back. But I had the unit in my hand, and I had a Vertex, older version of the Vertex RDA, the version 2, on there, built to .86. Single strand, 26 gauge Kenthal, Japanese organic, using a very good friend of mine's DIY juice. Was vaping away, and the bloody thing arced in my hand and actually left the little right here and right here of 2 little indentations of an electronic flash. It electrically flashed, it arced in itself, and had just enough energy through the top 2 vent slits that are atop the battery chamber go through there and actually make my hand wince, and literally made me drop the unit right in my lap, and like, holy crap. So I just wanted to let anyone and everyone that might watch this video who's trying to do some research for the DPV-65 unit know that you are potentially buying yourself a very dangerous mod. A mod that's already hurt me and has already left little red 2 little slits on my finger due to the energy, the heat that was coming out of those vent ports that are meant for a vented battery. But this sucker like did a vented mod. But I'm just putting it out there that you want to be very careful when purchasing it. You want to inspect it very closely prior to use, and keep inspecting it while during use. And if you see any singe marks, twinge marks, any discolorations, flash burn evidence, discard the unit immediately and go out there and find yourself a more appropriate mod that is better rated and has better reviews as far as safety is concerned. Again, I don't want anybody to experience my bad experience. Again, I love the mod, the Smowell DPV-65. Great. When I first got it out of the box, it was a champion right out the gate. All the way from its ohms resistance detecting and setting the appropriate wattage to what the onboard computer wants you to vape at, all the way to, it had awesome 510 threads that just threaded in like butter. Had wonderful battery chamber, housed 2 18650s running in parallel. Had the convenience of bottom-fed USB port charging. That was great. The ability to go up to 65 watts and down to 6. And again, the odd shape, kind of the alien look to it. It was a real head turner for the month that I was using it religiously and diligently. But I just wanted to let anyone and anyone know, and this is on the heels of my prior product review video, that as far as the final grade, the final assessments, the final outcome, I would not in all good intents and purposes, if desiring a mod, needing a mod, wanting a mod, I would not seriously recommend the Smowell DPV-65 to any of my closest friends, my online vape friends, my online regular G Plus friends. I would not recommend the mod to anybody because, again, I don't want them getting hurt. I don't want anyone out there getting hurt. That's why I've done subsequential public service announcement, vape safety videos, is because I don't want anybody hurt. I don't like seeing anybody in pain, even if it comes down to hurt feelings because something didn't work out for them. So please use my bad experience as a place you do not want to go. And if you're going to buy it, because it is a head turner, it's an oddity. It's like part two, part box that they've collaborated and thrown together, and it's a beautiful looking mod right out of the box. A real nice little head turner. But for safety's sakes, for your physical safety, and for your emotional welfare, because if something really goes wrong, you're going to be emotionally kicking yourself in the butt. You're going to get angry at the manufacturer. You're going to get angry at the agency or business or company that sold it to you. You especially might get real angry when you communicate with the said company that sold it to you and find out, like, oh, we can't do anything. It's 9 days beyond its satisfactory guaranteed clause. But I just want to throw this out there. I mean, the only thing I have remaining of the Smowell DPV-65 is part of its original packaging. This is about the only evidence I had a Smowell in the house and that I was vaping on, again, religiously for a month. Packaging's it. What happened with me is, I can probably do this, through here. Right up here is where the 510 would be, where you'd mount your tank on here. This plate right underneath where the 510 is, the most hollowest point or part of the mod, where the batteries sit behind and then are recessed right behind there, and it kind of goes up to a point. Well, this hollowed area, somewhere on the circuit board to the 510 connector right underneath the wiring, arced. And you see these slits right here on the side? That slit and that slit, that's the one that caught my hand. That's the one that kind of gave me the flash damage right here. So, again, I took the Smowell up to a vape shop. I have an awesome special little lady friend that works there. She's my brick and mortar connection. Her father actually owns the store too, so he's real qualified and certified to know what he's telling people and what he's talking about. Upon assessment, bringing in the Smowell into his shop and also having my little vape connection friend look at it, it was both their professional recommendations that they trashed the mod. They did not want me trying to replace it through the company that I purchased it through. They did not want another one in my hand. They also said that they've had some people who bought the DPV-50, which is the predecessor, come in and have some complaints about reliability issues. And therefore the 65 has not been out long enough for an honest assessment from the public. These people were only going on what its predecessor, the 50, did. And they took it out of my hands. They said, we know you. You guys do your little computer science degree stuff. You're going to get all geeky, techie about it. You'll probably break it down when you get home and try to resolder and fix and clean. And so to circumvent me getting more damage and more frustration, the gentleman that owns the shop took the Smowell out of my hand, took it to a plastic garbage bin in the back and said, say bye-bye. So they trashed it for my safety, because they knew I'm a fiddler. I would have fiddled with it. Tried to make it work because, oh my gosh, I spent the $38.98 on it, and by golly, I'm going to make it work. But I just wanted to throw out there that the mod is in question right now as far as my own personal feelings. The mod is very suspect. Fast Tech makes it look like a steal of a deal. They make it look like you're getting $1 million for $38.98. Different colors, red, green, luxury gold, blue, black, and they make it sound like, it can make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and paint the white picket fence in the front. I mean, it makes it sound like it can do anything and everything. And for a month, It almost did. I enjoyed it very nicely, but it's gone. And again, I would not recommend the mod, the unit, to anyone out there in the public who is either looking at the Smowell DPV-65, thinking about possibly buying it, maybe has it saved on a bookmark in your browser, maybe has it set to list in the Fast Tech, but whatever you're doing, don't do it. Just go and either spend more money and get yourself, like its replacement, the Smowell's replacement, the IPv4. And there's some out there that love the IPv3, LISI, whatever it is. I'm not qualified yet to talk about it, so I'm only pulling this kind of out of my butt. But, you know, there will be a product review video coming down the road for this bad boy, but I want to give it a lot of time underneath my belt before I feel comfortable putting my name, my reputation, my vape review channel, my G Plus vape group, which is called Vaporosity, before I put any of that or any of them, you know, the reputation's on the line, and make a review video with haste, and then throw it out there saying it's good and swearing by it, and then finding out ultimately, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. So this one's going to get a couple months, 2 to 3 months, and then I'll do it. If it can last that long without giving me one iota of problem, then I'll make a review video on this one. But Smowell got replaced by the IPv4. So again, if you're thinking about buying it, I would highly recommend that you think otherwise. If you have another mod that you're thinking about and it has like device within that 70, 65, 75, 80 watt range, go for something like the Sigelli. You know, go for something that's comparable. I think they made a mid-range Sigelli for 75 watts. I think I saw one at the shop the other night. But go for something that's go for something more reputable. Go for something that's more betterly known throughout the vaping community and the public. Sigelli's a very, 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 very big powerhouse as far as popularity, reliability, and being known. Where Smowell, it's kind of a shot in the dark. It's kind of a little vape company out there that's just, you know, threw what was supposed to be a big boy vape product out there on the market to try to compete with, you know, the IPV series, the Innikin series, the Kanger series, the Sigelli series, you know, trying to compete with the big bad boys and run with the big dogs. But Smowell doesn't have enough underneath their belt right now as far as knowledge, length of time on the market, length of time in the industry, length of time with vapors using it to formulate an honest, actual, final opinion. But this preliminary opinion, don't buy it. I don't want you burning your hand. I don't want it exploding in your hand. I don't want it to be a pipe bomb in your hand. I don't want you having electrical surges through your hand. And I don't want you getting your feelings hurt, because after it's all said and done, after the flash is done, and like with me, a little bit of pain endured, and you plop your mod in your lap, or you plop it onto the floor because you want to get out of your hand in a hurry, there comes the emotional damage. There comes the emotions. There comes the pissed off, the rage, you know, I spent this money, you know, I told I was going to get this amount of time, you know, I thought it was going to be reliable. Do yourself the favor. Save yourself the physical pain and save yourself the heartache. Go buy another mod. And on that, I think I'm going to close and wrap this bad boy out. Again, wish I had the mod to show you, but the vape store owner, you know, who's the father of my special lady little connection friend at the brick and mortar, for my own personal safety, my own personal welfare, and for his peace of mind, and due to the length of time he's had in the industry, which qualifies him to have any opinion, professionally or personally, that he wants, I ain't going to question it, he trashed it. Threw it in the trash can, never to be seen again, told me never to buy another one. Don't use it. Don't even seek a replacement. Don't even try to get your money back. Just let it alone, let it be, move on. Moved on. So I'll cut this off now. Thank you very much for watching. Again, this is on the heels of my product review video for the Smowell DPV-65. I hope this helps make some type of impression on you. I hope this helps make up your mind in any way if you were on the fence about the mod. Just don't do it. Go buy something else. I hate to say it, I hate to see companies go out of business because people like me come on YouTube and say don't buy their product. If somebody believes me and doesn't buy it and the company loses out and they ultimately file for bankruptcy or go belly up. But I'd rather the company go belly up than to have somebody have a burnt hand. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.